Hajj Mahmoud Bawumia. He's the current Vice President of Ghana. Brilliant man. And then the other one, who is actually positioned in number 8.
Talk to me, put it on, man.
He's the former president of Ghana who lost twice.
Okay.
He lost in 2016 by 1.5 million votes.
Government is trapping the system.
My guy, how you doing?
Is this real?
This is real.
This is real.
We're here in the flesh.
Is it really possible?
Skin.
Is it really possible?
I have Nana.
No, is it really possible?
How did I afford me to be here? That's why I'm actually asking my people around me, would they steal money? Was there is an illegal thing involved? Because having somebody on some level, the dynasty, the history, the legendary, the ancestry of my guy from Ghana. Look at your house yourself. And if I don't afford you this life,
it is possible.
my guy, all the way, Nana himself.
It is possible.
My God.
This year is the year of possibility.
Let's get it. I appreciate you, please. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new show here. My name is Dennis. I'm the host of the Creative Council Podcast Show. This is a multicultural show based here in the Pacific Northwest. And the place where we celebrate blackness, we celebrate Afrofuturism. And today I'm none other than this ambassador of greatness. My guy here came all the way from the beautiful country where they stole some of you from, and you need to go back and claim your land. It's a beautiful country called Ghana, the most happiest country. Go to happy country, yeah.
Look, a lot of people think it's probably the most happiest place. Look, a lot of people think
That's my people.
a lot of people think God lives in that.
Yeah. Nana, the president, the CEO, one of the co-founders, if not the only founder, because it's based all over the world, of Kenton, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Creative Hustle Podcast Show! Welcome, Nana, bro. What's up, bro? What's up?
Hey, listen.
Always love to see you, bro.
Bro, I don't know if I can keep up with your energy, bro. You are like up here, bro.
I was using my inner voice.
Hey,
I was using my inner voice. I'm
um,
a kind person.
I just want to say thank you for inviting me.
It's good.
I've known you for quite some time, and you are very inspiring. You have shown that hard work pays off. You've shown that you can be a student of the environment. You can be able to apply the right continuous improvement and grow, bro. And over the years, when I watch you just elevate, you know what I'm saying, gradually, bro, and you doing your thing, and when my wife was like, baby, you gotta get on this guy's podcast. I was like, Dennis, huh? You should be blind? Like, yeah, you gotta have a conversation.
We actually, it's still really, we have this conversation off the podcast.
Right, off the podcast.
We have a conversation deep.
But
2 hours on the phone, 3 hours on the phone.
Fact.
Like we really go back and forth. Like 2 days ago we had a podcast.
Hey, but not all that is meant for podcasts.
Yeah, I know. Some things are real.
But when we chose to do it, I felt that it was a great time, because there's a lot of historical things going on, bro. This is a historical year, bro. It's a historical year.
Pace it. Tell people what you do. Tell us about Continental. Pace it. Don't go all the way deep.
Well, it's more of Agyeman Consulting Services.
Okay.
Is that I'm going to tell folks more about Continental in general. Is doing great, man. I think my auntie's doing a great job with it. Shout out to my auntie. Let's start off properly.
Ladies and gentlemen. Now, Nana is from Ghana. What does Nana mean?
Well, so my full name, actually, you know what? Let's do it right. if I'm gonna go deep, I'm gonna have to take off my shoes, right? So because
I'll take mine off too?
nah, not you, but me.
It gets cold for me in my feet.
Right. Well, you know what I mean. Well, if you're gonna be talking about the ancestors from how I was trained, you know, if you're gonna get spiritual, the shoes gotta come off for me. So I'm gonna take the shoes off and I'm gonna do it right. Okay, so
moving everything up forward. Moving everything forward now.
my full name is Ahmed Nana Kwaku-Dua Agyeman. That sounds like a hand.
How did you pronounce that through high school?
Bro, so here's how it started. The folks that really remember me from like 6th grade, 7th grade, you know, 8th grade, they call me Kwaku.
Kwaku. What does that Kwaku mean?
So Kwaku's like Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
But I'm not born on Wednesday. But my name is really Kwaku-Dua. But they couldn't say that, bro. They used to just be like, cuckoo-dee, cuckoo, you know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about shit. Like this. And it's a very powerful name. This ain't no names we chop it up.
Yeah.
So, when my dad was like, hey, bro, we also Muslims. You feel me? So, your Muslim name is Ahmed, just like his Christian name is Joseph,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, or Dennis, or, you know what I'm saying, Chris, or anything like that, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So my pops officialized it and added Ahmed to my name, so it made it easier for folks to call me, right? I mean, man, now it was no longer cuckoo this, it was Ahmed, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
You feel me? It was just easy, but when I get back home, you know, they call me by my tribal name.
What's the tribal name?
The tribal name is Nana Kwaku-Dua.
So you have to say the same Nana Kwaku-Dua.
Well, because
That's it regularly. Languages.
no, it's good. It's good. It's a lot better than them Europeans.
Okay, good. I'm trying. I'm gonna get that off.
Hey, we still have
I'm getting that. I love it, bro. Now, tell me about Nana growing up in Ghana. Give us a little, no, don't give us a whole thing for the whole year, but give us a little scope of what was it like growing up?
I'm gonna get you that.
I think what is that first? Because you know you're American, and I know there's some parts of that you love it. Come on, give us some.
I think because of the fact that I'm on the show, and this is like the first time I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying? Probably gonna be one of the few last times I'm gonna talk about this. So I might as well give it to you.
Please, put me on, bro. I want to come that movie up there, bro. You told me about their passports. Come talk to me.
So, my family is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest family in Ghana, right? So, like, when you talk about Nana Kwaku-Dua, you know, you talk about the king of Ashanti love, you know what I'm saying? So,
Ashanti.
right, you know, the tribal, or one of the tribes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
A combination, right? So, a nation is a people that have, like, obviously similar cultures and things like that. So when you talk about Akan people are in Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, they're quite big. They're kind of close to like maybe 40 million altogether. You know what I'm saying? All around West Africa. But the Ashantis, they about like a good 12 to 14 million.
14 million?
Yeah. That whole 40 million, man. They're mostly Ghana. My family is from, the first nucleus, right? Like let's say the first 100 of that core family. Yeah.
So at the beginning, your foundation Ghana.
Right. So it's like, it made no sense how I got thrown up out here.
You was
I'm not here with I didn't do well done.
You have something to go. Yeah.
Nah, bro.
I believe everything happened for a reason. So you're good.
So yeah, man, like in terms of life in Ghana was very interesting, bro. Like, a lot of confusion, really not knowing who I really was. I'm sure as we start to talk about Ghana, this whole politics, I'll go more into that, but like.
Cool, so give us some, don't break anything down. When did you move to States? When were you relocated and willing to America?
I'm willing. Indeed. So my mom and dad got divorced when I was like maybe 6 or 7. Right? So my dad supposedly was not supposed to marry my mother, but because he had divorced like 4 women before my mom.
That was normal then, bro. I was just switching them up.
I never told my mom about it. So my mom was thinking, I married this man, this huge family. Even though she's from a very influential family herself, young and 22-year-old at that time, beautiful. But long story short, it didn't work out. 2 kids came out of that, my brother and I. My dad decided, to leave down and go continue education. He moved to New York and eventually Seattle.
How old were you when you moved to Seattle?
I think I was about like 10 or 11.
It was tough for you? Was it different? Because New York too got that.
Well, I mean, I didn't live in New York. I didn't live in New York. I came straight to Seattle. Right? So for me, I think the toughest thing was leaving my mom. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man. I had to leave her because I mean, so my dad left first. Right? So out here, so I'm growing up in Ghana with his younger brothers, like my dad's younger brothers. So here, my uncle, like in Ghana, my culture, my dad's name. Alright, and my mom's brother is my uncle. Yeah, it took care of me, man. We went from like a 22-bedroom house around a place called Ashtown. Man, that's where the family, because my dad. Ashtown is in Kumasi. It's like more of where the royal family folks, like, man, that's where they were raised at or born at, you feel me? Like, it's close to the palace type of thing. So I was born there, you feel me? And then it's a huge house, you know what I mean? But it's ran by my grandmother on my father's side. And that's where I was being raised. Because my daddy left, because my mom and them were not on good terms because of the divorce. And my mom refused to give my brother and I to them raised because they had more money, you feel me? But my mom was like, man, if y'all gonna have all this stuff going on with me, I'm gonna take my kids, right? So until he comes and get them. So when he came, and got us, I was about 10 or 11, I think, about him then, bro. Like, I'm 42 years old now. It's a little different,
but you're in Seattle?
Man, I'm in Seattle.
You like in Seattle, you're 10 years old?
Nobody from Ghana.
So Seattle, outside of Seattle.
Bro, Seatac.
How diverse was Seatac? Seatac is very diverse right now. How was Seatac diverse then, bro? Now it looks like Little Africa. I was Seatac.
Listen, bro. Man, our apartments was literally right across the street from the airport, bro.
By the Hilton.
Man, one set says no, man, right by the Marriott, bro.
You can hear everything.
You feel me?
Every morning, you're wondering if you have sleeping problems. This place is for you.
Bro, I'm waking up, bro. I'm thinking about mom all the time. I'm like, where the hell am I at, bro? This cold out here. But look.
It was cold too.
I look outside, it was cold too, man. I look outside, and the first folks I saw, bro, like, I look outside, man, I see some folks, bro, they look African. Well, at that time, like, it's like 94, 95, so it's like, I'm looking outside, man, I'm seeing, Africans, and I'm asking my dad, I'm like, black guy with us, where they come from? Oh, yeah, man, it's Somalis. It's Somalis, like, that's Somalis. I'm like, Somalis? Like, yeah, that's Somalis. Like, man, I ain't never been. Like, well, they got a war going on, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I met some African Americans in my apartment.
Yeah.
But I had a strong accent. That time, man.
Was it tough for you, to kind of sit there in school, high school?
It was.
Were you bullied? Were you called bully squatch or bully whatever? Oh, sorry.
Nah, it's honestly though, man, true to God, I think I was more excited to meet African Americans because of my family history.
Because of family or because of what you saw on TV?
No, because of my family. You see my dad, and they've been traveling to the diaspora since when it was like my dad is 80 years old, right?
Yeah.
So he left Ghana when he was like 19 in the mid 60s, right? To go to like England because after Ghana got independent, supposedly if your family had a little bit of money or something like that, they shipped you out to go learn the European man's way of life.
Was it a plan for you to come back? Was it
Right, supposedly, right? You're supposed to go learn how to do things because supposedly they're running the world down. So,
yeah.
You go learn how to do things and then you come back
Good.
and then you can teach your folks how to interact with
Europeans, right? Don't be over here just releasing the air from your booty cheeks. Your speakers from the behind in front of public. Go outside and respect yourself. Don't eat too joke.
But my father, man, he came out.
When your father came back, was he European or no?
He was traumatized.
Oh, that's crazy.
My father.
What is traumatized about?
Because my father is like a privileged child. You know what I'm saying? But they come from a part of the royal family that really kiss the European man's ass. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
So it's comfortable, so then you have to do it, so it's strange.
Well, it's like you don't have to prove to them that you really better than them. And it's not through violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come and kill a bunch of their folks and go, oh yeah, I'm smarter than you. That's why I'm able to do this. You know what I mean? Like, people like my dad, his father, his grandfathers and them, they were a part of that movement to drive the Europeans out. So when they had to go to Europe to go learn what's going on, they went already with the understanding that, okay, I'm ready to compete. And then when they got to Europe, it was more like, no, you can't compete over here. It's more like,
no matter how sophisticated you are, you're not part of society.
You gonna get down there. You won't tell you, or, man, so, for somebody like my dad, you know what I'm saying, man, who literally is the rightful king of his hometown, like he sits on the throne of his hometown, you know what I'm saying? Like, for somebody like that to be abused by just usual regular white folks or Europeans, who don't really have, excuse me to say, any kind of real leverage like he does, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't even believe it, right? So he came back very traumatized. He was like, man, these folks are not as civilized as I thought they were. You know what I mean? So it really affected how he wanted to navigate his own career. He started seeing these peers who are selling their souls just to get rich and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it was really tough for him. I just said my dad, I can say he's still in the comments.
What's your dad's name? What's your dad's name?
His name is Musa Kwame Agyeman.
Can I say Musa Kwame? Can I stop there?
Yeah. Musa Kwame Agyeman. Shout out, Pops.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been affected by any mayor mafia in your country or your city, affecting your money, affecting how you treat your people, we from Ghana are sending you love, and we are going to fight to get you reparations. From Musa Kwame Agyeman. Musa Kwame Agyeman and the rest of the beautiful name that he's saying right now.
Say Agyeman.
Agyeman. Agyeman.
Yes.
Musa.
Agyeman means the one that forms a tent.
Oh, like the organizer, like the mobilizer.
Man, the first Agyeman had like 500 kids. You feel me? So he formed it. You feel me? So it's like,
sending love to everybody who has suffered systemic oppression. We're here to fix this problem. But I have some questions for you. Shout out to your father first.
Let me get some shout out before I forget.
Okay, let's get it.
Before this conversation gets deep.
Oh, I'm already.
Man, you feel me?
You know me, I'm already saying my stuff.
Yo,
Water.
I want a big shout out.
Okay, go ahead, keep talking.
A big shout out to Mom Grace. I love you, Mommy. A big shout out to my mother. Jamila, Ahmed Nana Kwaku-Dua, you and your spirit have kept your son. May God bless you, Mama. I love you. A big shout out To my folks in Seattle, yo, Savage, I love you, man, from day one. You kept it 100. Yo, Allen Roberts, I love you. You know, Agyeman Consulting, everything you're doing inspiring. My wife, Lord have mercy, Rukia Elmi, the reason why I'm sitting here with Dubai, she just keep pushing me. Make sure you follow her on Instagram, she's big time. You feel me? Man, who else am I forgetting?
We want to shout out the feeders.
I want to shout out Utumfo, Matiko also, Nana Kwaku-Dua Agyeman, and no one I feel here. Wish something like, you know, come out tinting, come out thing, come out Nyansa now, dear, my own family come, and if I go out, I said, I feel, why you near me? I'm an actress, assassin. What you say, assassin will move. As we begin our service, assassin said, Fabra, good ya. Na moon sharp, no quantity. It had meet me a can, and no meet me a can, meet me can question. But in the moon sharp, I must have problems. I may shit, I must have problems. I never clear. And the gold, so they were no good. People want from the crazy, no good. Okay, now, London, you make sure. And there is a few, I don't know, you make sure. I don't know, find you, okay. Boom.
All right, go. Yeah, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again. I have Nana here together, and hopefully everything's rolling. Everybody's rolling.
I almost forgot.
What is it?
Rest in peace to my junior father, Agyeman. I see your boy and your beautiful wives, Mom Zenda, and Florence Boatin. I like you. You put on show so you are the reason why I am who I am. You touched me, you saved me, you brought me back on the path to find out who I am and to begin to heal so that I can think about God. I never thought I would ever turn around and think about God to a point where I can bring some kind of value to the country. So thank you for saving me. All right, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go. I'm ready because, man, the year is almost over. Elections is December 7th in Ghana. Bro,
That's what we're here. Agyeman, the consulting services. Take us back to its inception. How did it come about?
wow. Great question. Agyeman Consulting Services. Shit. So, long story short, when I was about 15 years old, I failed all my classes except PE. Now, I was an honor student, so I failed all my classes except PE. My dad was so furious, he took me back home to Ghana.
Your father was African.
He took me
And you failed all those classes.
Bro,
And you made Africa alive. You're so lucky. My dad would have left me in the Indian Ocean.
Bro.
I would have never made it to Kenya.
I made it.
I would have been left there found forensic parts. How did you make it to Africa? You had the UN passport for failing. Lucky you. Let's go, Nana.
I made it, well, okay, anyway, so I made it back to Ghana, and bro,
How did you feel? It's a culture shock for you.
yeah, it was, right, but like, no, it was just, it was an opportunity to reconnect with my folks, but like, I think, like, honestly, that was the beginning of my real problem, right, because I went back when I was 15, I saw my mom was in depression from the divorce. You know, and like, you know, and I was like, damn, I left my mom, man, I come back. And my dad is paying me all his money to be in Ghana and go to school because he wants me to stay there and kind of like get cultured into, you know, the whole tradition and all that stuff. And every time I get paid, I get half the money to my mom. So I was like, damn. You know, so I asked my dad to, you know what I'm saying, to let me take care of my mom. And, you know, realize, no, because, see, in Ghana,
Put it up.
because the system is so broken, if a beautiful woman literally gets divorced and she don't get nothing out of the whole situation, right? And have folks, you know what I'm saying?
You're still like America, like you either get half, you
Right,
get half.
right. Now, I don't know how it is now per se, but I know when my mom had her divorce, she had a short-term estate. And even though she comes from a good family, had family, like her father was married to multiple wives, and you know, she had issues with a few of the wives, and they just touched my mother. So I said, young man, you know what I'm saying, not really understanding adult stuff, you know what I'm saying, just looking at my mom in this situation, you really, like, fucked with my head, you feel me? Like, I was like, dang. So I have my older brothers here, I have my cousins here, and I told them that I need to come back. So when I came back, my pop was like, look, I'm done with you.
No, nothing necessary.
Bro, you know, I'm trying to give you a good life, you gotta make sure you're good, you know, it is what it is. So from 16 to now, I literally took care of myself. But 2005, I went through hell. Like, I went through some crisis.
Back in Ghana or back here?
No.
So you go back here?
I came back at 15. I was just about to turn 16. I came back.
Okay, cool.
From 16 till now, I literally raised myself in America. Like, no
This all
family.
you was rough on you.
No family. No nothing.
How you survive that, bro? We had like a lot of other countries.
It's like, to really come from the family I come from and have to go through what I went through in America because of my exposure to trauma, like me looking at my mom and Ghana and her being depressed and, you know, me not understanding why I had to leave her to come to Seattle and me thinking I'm a man enough to come back and raise myself just so I can take care of my mom. I mean, this is real life trauma for a young man who has an attachment to his mother.
This is when you landed in Seattle. When you landed, like Central District, or you still were you like Renton, like Seattle?
So I come back at 16. You wouldn't believe it.
What's up with you?
So I come back at 16. I'm staying with my female cousin, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, she about 24, 25, beautiful, right? And she's trying to protect me from who? From my older male cousin.
Why were they trying to like scare you like this?
So, you know, the whole time I was out here with my dad in school, I didn't really know my older cousins anymore.
All sheltered and stuff.
All sheltered, you know, so I come back and my brother selling crack. You feel me? My older female cousin who we know. I'm like, oh, yo, what's going on here? They look at me like, your black ass came back. You gotta find something to
do right now. I guess I'm over here. You can't be a roommate who doesn't pay nothing.
Boy, he's like, bro, out here, man, we get busy, man. So if you back out here, no mom, no dad.
What did you do?
Bro, man, you know, I got on the hustle. Damn, you feel me? Yeah, I got on a different kind of hustle.
Was it tough then? That now, I like cops on everybody then, back when people were slaving, like, was it tough then or no? Because how did you get access to this stuff? So how did you like cross paths with these people? How did you get inducted to? How was it? Was it easy to learn? Was it tough? I'm sorry to take it that late. I can switch the questions if you want.
No. I mean, it's your show, man. It's supposed to be uncut. And
yeah.
Probably gonna be one of the few times I ever talk about it. So it is what it is. Like honestly, man, growing up, man, black man in Seattle, like you growing up as a black man in Seattle, it's different. It's very, very different from other places in America. So like at 16, I had friends who were already making a lot of money. Like, man, they were making thousands of dollars already.
16?
On God.
No, you do nothing. How?
Bro, so, like, alright, cool. So I remember at 16, man, a friend of mine, man, you know, like actually he just came home. He just came home not too long ago. But anyway, man, I remember the first time he put me up, man, he hit my bank account. Like, I was like, what?
Like, good so.
Like, you know, I'm not gonna go into details, but that don't talk about. He hit my bank account, I said we had about 3K. And I was like, what? You do that? Yeah.
And it's attraction, but it's quick money, it's good.
Bro, I ain't never played crack. Like, I ain't never been the type of dude that, you know what I'm saying? I was too lazy for that shit. Like, you shit was standing in the corner, you know what I'm saying? It's cold as hell. Man, that was my brother, you feel me? He had time for that. Like, you know, you got him and serving these folks this. Bro, I wanted to get to it, bro. I had just came back from Ghana, bro. Hey, when my daddy's done with me, my mom's just wondering what's going on with me. I can't tell her what's going on out here, because, you know what I'm saying, she's already real stressed out, you feel me? So I just had to get to it, and I met some folks who really put me on, so, you know what I'm saying? I was making 4 or 5 bands a week, you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of brands.
Bro,
that's a lot of brands.
I didn't go back to school, you know, I didn't think about school, so long story short, to come back to Agyeman Consulting Services, man, 2005, you know, I had mentioned.
It's a beautiful transition, just to let you know. Like from that to corporate now to like legit business, I appreciate it. It's a big vibe. Go ahead, let's get into Agyeman. Why Agyeman? Why the name?
Well, look, so 05, I get in trouble, right?
Okay.
I get in trouble trying to help someone.
2005, Ghana, 2005. He's talking like he lives here. When you say 05, 2005.
2005.
Exactly, so they can understand.
2005, I get in trouble here in the States. You know, I'm like 24. And a lot of things go bad. Like my best friend, one of my best friends, I had my close friend here actually in the city, and he was a witness. One of my best friends, man, he cut a few bodies. You feel me?
Seattle?
Me, he cut a murder charge, yeah.
Yes.
I was facing 5 years, you know. It was just a lot going on.
What's going on?
And the only person that really reached out to me, well, actually my dad reached out to me, you know what I mean? A lot happened, bro. I lost a very close friend of mine. You know, very, very close with a couple of them. Actually, one of them had passed on my birthday. So, you know, it was like really, really tough for me, bro. Like I was going through the worst time of my life. But I went from, in 2005, bro, it's crazy we talk about
Bawumia, this is 2005.
Bawumia, 2005, the first 6 months I was in Canada. I was balling, bro, just chilling.
Vancouver, Toronto.
Vancouver, Toronto.
Edmonton's,
bro.
One of them said middle place.
Man, Corona, Attention.
Are Canadians nice or they just weird?
They're more civilized than American people.
If Americans hear you talk like this,
Bro,
hi!
listen, man, I didn't grow up.
I thought Canadians just like to fish, you know, count butterflies and
It is cool, man. It's chill and party, man. You feel me, man?
Is it true all the police wear those caps, those big high and the red berets? Is it another way like
The police in Canada, but some of them try to behave like American cops, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They watch too many cops show this shit. They try to act like that. But other than that, cool, you feel me? But I had a great time in Canada in 05. The first half of the year, I had a great time. I cross the border, I come to the hood, and I get locked up, you know, with some stupid shit. And I was literally at a turning point on my life. I get locked up because my brother had brought somebody to me, and that person couldn't pay his rent, and he had family. You know, at that time, he was my age now. You know, at that time, I'm like 24, he's like 42.
Ain't no time to wait, yeah.
But you know, I felt bad for him. You know what I'm saying? And the dude tried to keep my money. Like all you had to do was just, you know, I'll put him on. All you had to do was
you had me here.
My brother and I, who raised it?
We handled this.
Yeah, Ashanti. Yeah, you feel me? Like literally, my dad was a former Black Panther. Like he's a foot soldier for Kwame Nkrumah. Like we come from a different cloth when it comes down to discipline and handling business. You know, unless you don't want to. You feel me? I mean, we just mind our own business.
You mind your business,
yeah. But anyway, so Man, that night was a long night, you know what I'm saying? Man, the police got involved, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, there's a lot of things that came to play.
So I was facing about 5 years for like assault and burglary and you know, that kind of weird shit.
Yo.
You know, so
the name, Agyeman,
it's my junior father.
Okay, I'm getting there.
It's my junior father. Okay. You know, my father's younger brother.
Okay. Uncle. Never.
You know, he is my uncle.
What that name? Junior father.
Yeah. I translated from my language because in my language he's my father, but he's like my junior father. Like my father's younger brother, same mom and dad. You know, he's always been tight with me. You feel me? Ever since I was a little boy, he asked me to come home. And he's like, bro, you gotta come home. I gotta show you something.
This is going back to Ghana.
Again.
Yeah.
But this time I'm old.
You know, you're not a young kid no more. Like your vibration, your perspective is different.
This time I'm like 25. You feel me? So I go home. Man, he picked me up, bro. You feel me? Man, he got a couple guns in the bodyguards. I was like, what's going on with this cat?
What is this sweater with? Who are you?
You feel me?
What are you doing?
You feel me, bro? So, but I remember as a kid, you know, he was involved in stuff, but I couldn't really tell what he was involved in. You know? So now I'm back, and he's like the regional organizer for
the place,
no, of the party, right? Of the ruling party. And, you know, I think that it made him like a mayor or like I don't know, DC. I mean, he held some kind of position, but a lot of influence.
Correct.
So, man, you know, I'm like, Pops, what's up? You know, he's like, bro, you know, went through hell, bro. It's time to come home and chill for a little bit, man, relax. So, I spent time with him for like 4 months, you know, like every day.
What's the difference between when you were younger and this time?
Man, let's just say by the time I was 25, I had seen so much from me being on my own from 16 to 25 that I felt like I was 35 years old.
You're already like living in the future.
Bro, I was already like I had seen all the way up to like shit, man, close to 300K, and I had not built a house for my mom.
And it comes through you. You're spending it. It's going right. It's in business. But you're sending that money to your mother.
I'm sending that money to eat, but I never felt right to use that money to build that house. I was like, man, she's too pure for that. You feel me? Like she
doesn't need this dirty money for this.
Man, she don't need nothing about it. I'm just having a good time. I'm chilling, you know, I'm riding around, you feel me? So, but I had seen so much money, I had been exposed to so much. I had traveled, man, you feel me? So I was like, man, what is man gonna tell? But man, he saved my life.
He saved your life.
So Agyeman Consulting Services comes out of that man saving me, irrespective of coming home, him educating me about who I am, who the family is, what happened to my dad, what happened to my mom, why it's important for me to reflect back home, why my generation is going through a lot of trauma, and his generation in some ways have failed my generation because they also have their own traumas. So Agyeman Consulting Services comes out of that because he told me to come back to the States and go start from scratch. Go get your GED. Go finish your bachelor's degree. Go start your master's program. And I came back and I interned. Hey, man, people that know me, man, I've been shaking it back ever since. It's been 20 years. I ain't been back to the streets, you feel me? Let's be just straight focus and just, you feel me, just get it done. You feel me? Man, in that process, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, I saw the creator. You know, in that process, you know, I've been healing, man, for so long that I realized what happened to my folks. Because if this is what happened to my family, I wonder what the average Ghanaian, you know, the average person is going through, who's not knowing why You know what I'm saying? And the Creator has blessed them with so much gold, so much cocoa.
Correct.
You squeeze orange in your mouth and the seeds, you spit it out, and you come back 2 months later, and these seeds is growing on the ground. You talking about paradise? This ain't like paradise. Good. You got hell and paradise, and they can't translate the meaning why they got hell and paradise.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're here with the one and only Nana, all the way from Ghana, all the way from the beautiful, beautiful city. Can I say Kumasi? Can I represent Kumasi?
Man, this is Osei Kumasi all the way. You feel me? Yeah. Mom also come from Accra.
Is Kumasi like Florida or Kumasi is like Texas?
Kumasi
is like the water?
Ocean, bro.
Okay, so it's like more like Texas, right? Yeah, it's Texas.
I don't know, Texas got ocean, bro.
No, yeah, you're like over there, like the crazy part. Like Texas in the middle, like right, the big west.
Yeah, man.
Houston,
Houston.
Houston. No, Houston. Let's see Dallas. Okay, Kumasi, Dallas. We appreciate you.
Central, we feel it.
What's the weather like in Kumasi?
Right now, ever since they
Like, what's the weather? Yeah.
It's like 85, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. You know,
Over here?
Yeah, man. You know.
It's like Miami.
Yeah, man. Nighttime, you know, it drops about like around 76.
So that's chilly.
So it's nice breezy. I love the nighttime weather.
Let's get it.
Yo, ask your questions, man. Let's go.
I'm ready, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Ghana, there's an upcoming election, December 7th. Which election is this, like 47th, 32nd, what is this, 25th?
Well, okay, so this is the Fourth Republic. So, Fourth Republic means, okay, the Constitution has been interrupted 4 times since independence. So, since we got independence in 1957, they done had coup d'etats, you know, and changed the Constitution.
Sure.
So, every time you change the Constitution, it's a new republic. You know what I'm
So
saying?
it's the Fourth Republic.
So, this is the Fourth Republic, and I think it's been ratified since 1993. You know, I think it's when they had their first election. So 93, every 4 years, you know.
There's a new stuff in the election.
Yeah.
All right, big up Ghana, big up Ghana. I love revolutions. I love forward thinking. I love anything that moves us forward, progressing as people. Now let me ask you.
Yes, sir.
December 7th, how many people on the top? How many people on the top? How many candidates are the top ranking candidates in the Ghana election right now? Who are the top 2?
Top two. I think number 1 is what bad is that.
Talk about it.
Yo. It is possible.
Who's the number 1? You put number 1 on you, let's go.
Number 1 on the ballot is Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. He's the current vice president of Ghana. Brilliant man. And then the other one, who is actually positioned number 8.
Talk to me, put it on, right?
He's the former president of Ghana who lost twice.
This election, okay.
He lost in 2016 by 1.5 million votes. I mean, the people literally swept him out of the country. I'm like, dang, what did you do so bad? That track record was crazy, right? And then in 2020, he lost again by 500,000 votes. So he did a lot better in 2020.
The previous year.
Yeah, because you know how Africa is. You know, them folks, man, they get power, they get comfortable, and start spending people's money, and then, you know, eventually, you know, the people irritated. So that's kind of like what happened. But 2024 is different.
This is going to be fire.
2024 is different.
Pause it out. Let's take it out. This, Dr. Bomain. Did I say Bomain?
No, let me teach you how to say it right.
You gotta say it right, bro.
It's so important that you gotta be able to say it right. Bawumia. Mahamudu Bawumia. So he's a doctor. He's an Alhaji. And then his full name is Mahamudu Bawumia.
Bawumia. All right. Why is the next...
You from Kenya, you can't be butchering no West African. No,
There's white cake. More people from Chop Chop.
There is a direct
Accra, be careful. I am watching my life. Hey, my in-laws are listening. I'm coming, okay. Dr. Bawumia, why is he important for Africa and diaspora?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is a very, very important question. Okay? This is the reason why I'm sitting in this seat. You know what I found out when I went in to Ghana in 2007? I was shocked, bro. I found I was a lot older at that time. So I'm spending time with my junior father or uncle, everywhere he goes, I'm bringing him and I'm meeting all these guys, all these influential people. And I realized, when you done been through here in America, you look at them Africans like you folks like some of the most ungrateful people I've ever seen in my life.
Because of the weight of the justice system in America, well,
Well, maybe that's wrong, but what is the most important need of humanity? Like when you wake up, what do you want?
God, just to survive, just to live.
Food, right?
Yeah, just food, just to thrive. What's it called? Nourishment. That's it.
How much do we spend here to survive in terms of to eat? Like, okay, if you just want to survive in America and just eat anything, it can be cheap.
You can eat anything. Yeah, anything. And Dollar Tree sells food. Yeah, you can eat anything.
I give you 5 to 10 years the most. If you're still alive, then hey.
Yeah. There's so there's food everywhere. There's food there. But what
if you want to eat well and be able to be healthy and not rebound that food into health crisis and be able to sustain your life, it's expensive, very expensive. So to have gone through what I've gone through from 16 to 25 years old, 24, the shit that I saw in America, I've seen a side of America that most folks probably never see. And I pray they don't see. I hope so. Most Africans, if they come to America, they probably come when they're older. So, they go to college, they hang around with Europeans, the Europeans, they pretend like they got some diversity by hanging around with some Africans who not going to question about anything. So it's like they don't really get to see the America that I saw.
That you saw back then.
Like I saw America through the eyes of those who raised me, the African Americans. You know what I'm saying? So if you come from Africa and you get to some Ivy League college or this and that, and you go from hanging around with some Europeans and they put you in some corporate job, you ain't seen America. You did just handle your business and then get paid.
People like came in, they paid their dues before you came in.
The reason why Dr. Bawumia is important is because he represents people that have seen what I have seen.
He's lived here.
Not only has he lived here, he's probably one of the few technocrats or intellectual Africans that is able to innovate within a broken system.
Which state did you stay here when you came?
Well, actually, he went to Simon Fraser. But when we talk about the Western system, it don't matter if you lived in Australia.
It's still a Western system. European Western system. America's a Western system.
Western Europe, America, Canada, is all consolidated into a Western navigated mind system. You know what I mean? So anywhere you at, you're gonna get the impact of it. If you understand it, you know how to innovate with it. If you don't, it's just gonna swallow you, and however it spits you out, it spits you out. That's just what it is. So he's one of the few people that I have been able to encounter personally, sat down with, reasoned with, and said, "Dang, man, you understand what I think 95% of Africans do not understand, and you have the ability to transition what you understand into practical terms on the ground." So whether it's going to go into the curriculums in the schools or what, because look, let me give you an example. If you you go to Whole Foods right now, okay? An average coconut water, which comes from maybe Thailand's, it tastes like, excuse me, but it tastes like piss. I've never tasted piss because I'm like,
I booty juice.
Shoot, you know what I'm saying? I got kids. You know what I mean? If they ain't never pissed in your face and all that, it is what it is. But I got kids. A couple of them pissed in my face before. So I'm telling you that coconut water is a sour taste. Why? Because here in Washington State, we have the Pacific Ocean. And we have a huge monopoly over the Pacific Ocean. So why not get the so-called coconut water to come from Asia to here? But it tastes like shit. People like Dr. Bawumia has the ability to say, hey, you guys have cut us out of being able to give the people of Washington State an opportunity to taste real coconut water. Y'all ain't never tasted real coconut water.
Let's get it.
He has the ability to say, hey, Whole Foods, Costco, we want Ghana coconut water to come to you. He has the ability to use our God-given blessings on our land, you know. I felt the Africans were ungrateful when I went in 2007 because I had seen hell in America. Even though I was making a lot of money, a lot of my friends would tell you, everybody got a bookie. I'm not walking around with peace of mind with all that money in my pocket. You feel me? Man, before I started making money, we were eating Jack and crack all day long. It's 99 cents. We pile them up on the table. Everybody got some hot sauce on it. Yeah, man, we on. But everybody's shitting like crazy.
You found that shit was attacking your life.
Bro, I get to Ghana, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm like, these cats is coconut water. It tastes like you done pour a whole sugar in that mug, bro. For 25 cents. I'm looking at these Negroes like,
are you sure this shit is safe for you?
are you sure, bro?
Why so cheap? You just know.
Because it's such an abundance. I understand why the Europeans went crazy on these people. Like, it started making sense why the European had to become uncivilized on these people.
All these people, yeah, they're trying to disrupt whatever's going on there.
You know, because if you don't know what blessings are, you ain't been to Africa.
Get into Africa, yeah.
No.
It's a healing space.
Bro.
Spiritual.
So they have blocked that out. Ever since they went crazy over our natural resources just to build what they supposedly want to achieve, which is a global power. You know, they knew the only way to do it is to go crazy on us. Because if you don't go crazy on us, you have to join us. And we have a model where we respect the creator. So you can't just go kill people, just, you know what I'm saying, get what you want.
That's not the way we're doing stuff here.
That's not the way. Yeah. So when they did what they did to the Africans to achieve this global power, if you don't know how to innovate within your crazy system, you're not going to get the best out of nothing. Like, all your God-given blessings is going to be stuck there.
It's simple, yeah.
The people will have food to eat. Like, you will never come to Ghana and see people hungry. No, never that. But you won't find people who have what they call purchasing power. They can't get up. Yeah, you got some folks, you know what I'm saying, who are able to meet the supply and demand, so they have money in their pocket because they're able to meet. You know, there's almost 40 million people. Yeah. You're going to have people who's going to have companies established and they're making money. But the average Ghanaian gets paid maybe $80 a month.
That's not enough. Talk about innovation. Let's get around.
So the reason why he's critical is because he's able to say, hey, Ghana, you are the 5th largest gold producer in the world.
In the world?
Ghana? But you are the size of Oregon, so goddamn, you had the whole country go.
I go there, and you guys should be stable. You got the resources right there.
So he is one of those kind of people, and I'm telling you, if people are Ghana, you better listen carefully. I'm telling you, if you miss this opportunity to put this man in power, it's like my friends would say, we are fucked. Nah,
You're messed up.
You're very fresh.
Destroy. Complete, kaput.
You're very bread. Because, look,
Put it up.
for 500 years, Dubai, 500 years, the Portuguese stepped foot in Ghana in 1482. For 500 years, we have not had peace in Ghana no longer than the Fourth Republic.
It's been peaceful with in there.
I'm saying the Fourth Republic is the longest peace we've had in our country. If anybody can tell me any other time where Ghana had a period of peace, it just became Ghana maybe 60 years ago.
But the fourth was most of it.
But in terms of that land, ever since we initiated the curses on our own selves, we'll come back to the president, but let me tell you about why the people of Ghana have suffered in the middle of their blessings. I'm telling you because my ancestors told me to tell you guys this. We've been so distracted with all kinds of useless distractions, enviness, jealousy, race to see who's gonna have the biggest cars, who's gonna be richer, insecurities. I can tell you this because you guys know I don't need anything from you guys. You guys know that you can't buy me. The bloodline that runs through my veins is not meant to be sold because I won't be able to live with myself. You hear me? I try to get away from y'all and live my own peaceful life. My ancestors came back and grabbed me and put me right back in the city. It's been 20 years. I'm telling you, that man who's coming, Dr. Bawumia, if y'all don't grab him, you won't understand why he is meant to help the country heal. One of the main curses that you, people of Ghana, our ancestors invited to ourselves, is two curses. I'm gonna tell you guys that, okay? Because maybe some of you guys, there's some things you take for lightly. When your ancestor said sign kofa, it's not here that says sign kofa.
Yeah, it's a kofa. It's a kofa.
In the Ashanti language, it's sign kofa. Sign kofa. Meaning it's natural that something can happen to you and you get lost, completely lost. You can be gone forever. But if you remember sign kofa, you can go back and you go and start from where it began from so you can properly have a greater future. So we are going to sign kofa today. So you guys can run on December 7th and go and vote for Dr. Bawumia. Because it's been 500 years. You sit on gold, you sit on timber, you sit on all kinds of God-given riches where everybody that came and literally tried to take it away from you, except you making the best out of it. And it started when the Portuguese landed in Ghana. And you know what they did?
What they did?
When they landed, there's a saying in our tradition. The saying is, if two brothers are fighting over food or property, it doesn't mean an outsider should come and grab it, take it away.
We can keep on fighting, but it's ours. At least we know it's still stuck in the soil.
Government is trapping the system. system. Government is trapping the system.
Told the system.